What is going on, guys? Class is in session, so buckle up. I'm gonna be teaching y'all how to pass women's tests. Okay, so there are five main tests that you're gonna come across when you first meet a woman, especially when she starts realizing that you like her. Okay, once she starts understanding that you have some sort of investment, whether it's 20%, 30%, 50%, it doesn't matter, right? But when a woman realizes that you like her in some way, shape, or form, this is when these tests are going to start unfolding, okay? And I'm going to teach you guys different ways about how you can go about this so that you can pass the test and uh, and essentially keep her interest, okay? Because if you fail the tests, then she's obviously going to leave you, and hypergamy is not going to be satisfied, right? So now the first test is going to be the showing up late on the date test. All right. We've all been through this one, you show up on a date and it's like you go to the coffee shop or whatever it is, the restaurant, and she's not there, she's like, what the fuck? Where are you at? So you just get confused, like, where's she at, man? So you text her, you're like, hey, are you still coming or what's going on? When she says, oh, I'm so sorry, baby, I'm late. Or not baby, because you guys are first dating, she might say like, oh, I'm late, I'll be there in 20 minutes. And you fail the test if you were to be like, oh, okay, it's okay, I'll see you soon. All right, but the way to win or pass this test is by essentially expressing to her that, hey, this is unacceptable. Like, because you should be someone that already takes their time seriously and prioritizes their time, and you should be busy with your own life. You should have a lot of things going on to the point where it genuinely upsets you. I don't want you to pretend that you got upset about her being 20, 30 minutes late. It should genuinely upset you, and it should genuinely make you feel some kind of way. And then when you do feel some kind of way, you either tell her, hey, this is unacceptable. If you do it again, I'm not going to be able to see you again, all right? Because I respect my time. Or the other option is to just completely leave the date and just never see her again, and just go on a date with someone else that's going to be there on time, basically, all right? Because we're all adults nowadays, and we all got stuff going on, so she should automatically realize and understand that you're a 25-year-old man, you're a 30-year-old man, you got shit going on. You can't sit there at a coffee shop for 30 minutes waiting on your date. That's stupid as fuck, man. I'm not going to do that personally. I don't know about you. So that's the first shit test that they're going to give you when dating, all right? Now the second one is going to be the second interest test is this, all right? Now, this can happen maybe a month into dating, maybe 3 months into dating, maybe four, six, maybe even a year into dating that specific woman. Now, this can look like it can look like this, okay? Maybe you're walking down the street, walking from your car to her apartment or your apartment, whatever, and she might act like she's in a hurry or something, or like she want to hold her phone or something. She might tell you something like this: Here, hold this." She might say, "Hold this, hold my purse," and the way she says it could be considered rude, or you know, um, kind of like aggressive. She might say it in a rude tone. She might be like, "Hold this, hold this." It could be a water bottle, it could be her purse, it could be her phone, it could be anything. Hold this. And a lot of guys fail this test by just like simply holding it. Like, it's not about, okay, this can get complicated, all right? It's not about whether you hold the purse or not. It's about how you do it, right? It's about how you do it. It's about how you do things. This is what matters with women. It's not about whether you do things or not. It's like, this is a huge test, all right? It's very hard to pass. You got to be really smooth in order to pass this one, okay? Now she can be like, hold this. And the way you fail it is by just simply holding it. Like, okay, because now you're operating in her frame, and she's basically your boss. She's telling you what to do and shit like that. And obviously, she's not going to be attracted to a man that's bitched up, and she's telling him what to do and stuff like that. The more this happens, obviously, if you keep failing it over time and time and time and time again, that's when the desire completely fades away, and she starts exiting your life and looking for the next guy. All right. So the way to pass it is basically, now you can either be serious about it, you can go the serious approach by saying, oh, especially if you first met this woman, you don't know much about her, you can just be like, oh, I don't do that. I don't really hold women's purses. That's not my duty. You can do something like that. Or you can be, that's my personal choice. That's what I usually do is I turn it into like a light-hearted situation. I don't really take much seriousness into it. I just be like, okay, I'll hold it, but will you hold my wallet on the way back? Like, you can just simply like fuck around and do something like that. Okay, I'll hold it, but can you hold my watch? Can you hold my hand? Or can you hold? You can just flip it, like be goofy with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to like be always stoic and serious about it. That's one way to pass the test. Excuse me. And now, that's been the second test that women give you guys, and how to pass it. Right now, the third test is bringing up her ex. Bringing up her ex, or bringing up a man that she dated before you, or let's say you guys go to a restaurant and she's like, oh, I've been to this place with so and so, I've been to this place with Jackson, I've been to this place with Michael, I've been to this place with Tyrone. That's a huge test. That is very disrespectful. The way you pass it, a lot of simps, they're like, oh, okay, wow, was the food nice? Like, they don't really understand that she's testing them. Okay, but this is a huge test. She's testing if you have self-respect by doing that. She's testing if you have balls to walk away. And a simple way to pass it is just to look her dead in the eye and say, you don't have to get upset or anything like that. You can be calm and collected. You can just say, with a nonchalant vocal tone, you can just be like, "Oh, excuse me, no, you don't. I don't appreciate you talking about previous men that you dated. If you want to continue seeing me, you can't be talking about men that you dated in the past. Thank you." That's it. Simple. It's simple, and it's gonna cause her to respect you. And more likely than not, she's probably not gonna bring anything like that up again, unless she's a psychopath. All right, which is rare. And that's the fourth test that happens. Is it the fourth or the third? I think it's the third, right? Is it the third test that women do? All right. Now the fourth test that women do to men is this. Okay, is going to, like, let's say you guys did a first date, and you can tell that she's extremely physically attracted to you. Okay, you can tell that she's extremely physically attracted to you by maybe her body language, her energy, and whatever, or her the way she looks at you. You can even tell by the way she looks at you. Okay, and let's say you guys end up at your house or her house, and she tries to sell you purity. She tries to tell you, "Oh, I don't do these kind of things. I'm not like all the other girls. I don't really do things like that on the first date." Now that's a huge test, okay? And I'm gonna tell you how to pass it. Because believe it or not, man, most women nowadays, they're not really virgins. It's really rare to find a virgin. Most people now, especially women, are sexually liberated, so they can do whatever they want. So more than likely than not, if she's like over the age of 21, then she's probably slept at least with one or two people. You know what I'm saying? So if she says that, that's a test. She wants to see if you have patience. She want to see if you're gonna lash out and fail the test by being like, "Oh, what the fuck? I just spent a bunch of money on you. I gotta sleep with you." That's completely obnoxious. If you do this, man, that's kind of, I don't respect that personally. Just chill the fuck out, man. If you don't that shouldn't be your goal anyway. Your goal should be to find out if you connect with the woman, on a personality level and on an emotional level, right? So that shouldn't be the objective. I mean, it is a bonus, getting intimate with a woman. It's not a bad thing, you know what I'm saying? Like it's pretty chill. Any guy would want to do that, but like you shouldn't don't be rushed to do that, man. Don't be right. As a matter of fact, I actually recommend to try to push it, like procrastinate it, even if she wants it. Like even if she's the one initiating it on the first date, it would be in your best interest if you were to be like, if you can say something like, "Oh, you know what? I don't think we should do this right now. I think we should wait. I think we should wait a little bit. I think we should wait maybe a week or two. I don't know. I don't know if we should do this right now. I want to know you better, If you do this, you're going to have a higher chance of getting her respect long term. You're going to have a higher chance of getting her admiration, her respect, her emotional investment, right? So the idea of sleeping with a woman on a first date is kind of bad, honestly. Even though I've done it a bunch of times in my life, but I really don't recommend it. It fucks up the dynamic a little bit, and it fucks up the just the overall blueprints of you guys' relationship, man. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't necessarily fuck it up all the time, but it can do it, is what I'm saying. And um, you know, so that's the test. She's basically seeing if you have patience and if you're mature. The way you pass it is by saying, "Oh, it's okay. I'm chilling. I don't really need that stuff right now. It's fine. I'm just here to chill, have a good time." And then next time you see her, she's probably gonna want to do that even more. She's probably gonna initiate it. And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Me personally, man, let me tell you something. I'm a genuine believer that these kind of things, like as far as intimacy and all that, it either happens or it doesn't happen. Like you can't really force something like that. Okay, you can't negotiate it. You can't use your words into. I mean, you kind of can if you know how to like seduce women with your voice and whatever, with your words. But anyway, it's like you can't manufacture it. It's like it's either gonna happen or it's not gonna happen. Like you can't really force it or anything like that, man. So the best thing to do is just be nonchalant. Like you can go without it, you can go with it. You don't really care. You're abundant. You don't really care if it leads to anything. You're free flowing. You're in a flow state. Okay, that's what matters. That's how women respect you, man. And if she doesn't do it on the first date, if she doesn't do it on the second date, she's gonna do it on the third date, bro. What do you think, man? You think these women are don't want that kind of stuff? They want it more than us. It's just that they don't really show, they're not as thirsty as men. That's the only difference. Even though some of them are, but they want intimacy just as much as us men, and if not more. Like women want intimacy. Trust me when I say that, man. They can't go 2 weeks without it, man. They can't go. They really can't go 2 weeks without it. Trust me when I say that, bro. Especially if they're getting like good stuff, man. If they're getting high quality intimacy, they can't go 2 weeks without it, bro. Trust me. But yeah, you shouldn't be rushed into doing these stuff, man. That's the fourth test. Now the fifth test is once you guys get into a relationship status or dating each other exclusively, right? So that this test is her pretending to lose interest. Okay, it's the pull back. Is when she pulls away for X amount of time. Okay, when she probably acts like she lost interest. Now, the reason she's doing this is she wants to see if you're gonna be, if it's gonna move you off center when she does that. She's wanting to see that. Let me pull away, just see. So I want to see what this motherfucker does. I want to see what he does. Is he gonna chase me? Is he gonna start being weak? Is he gonna start being desperate? Is he gonna start begging and pleading? You know what I'm saying? So if you do that, you fail the test, obviously. But you should already be preoccupied with things that you're doing in your own life, in your career, in your hobbies, in your life goals, and whatever, in the gym and in your business, that you shouldn't even notice that she pulled away. It should actually be a benefit. You should be excited that a woman pulled away because now you have more time to focus on things that you need to focus on, right? So you should love that. You should want her to pull away. If you're a high quality man that has shit going on, if you have motion, then you should want her to pull away because now you don't really, you're gonna have more time to focus on things. So, but the beta male that doesn't got shit going on, when she pulls away, he's gonna start breaking and folding and getting emotional and chasing her. And obviously, she's gonna realize that he's a beta male because he's doing these things, and she's gonna leave him permanently. Okay, so this is the fifth biggest test that women do, and this is how to pass it, right? Like, if she pulls away, oftentimes, if she likes you, if you guys already like have been sleeping together, going on dates together, and you had a good connection and whatever, and you just like each other, and then she pulls away, then oftentimes this is going to be a test, obviously, because you know that she likes you. So it's clear and obvious that this is some sort of test because you know that she likes you. Okay. Now, this is where you have to have your own social awareness, social intelligence in order to tell the difference, whether it's a shit test or whether she actually lost interest, which can happen. I'm not saying that it can't happen. It can happen, but if it does happen, then all you got to do is just move on and focus on your own self until another woman shows up in your life, basically. But yeah, that's it, man. This is the 5 tests that women do with men and how to pass them. So I wish you luck and don't fail these tests because these interest tests are is what's going to make or break the current situation that you have with a specific woman. Now, if you want any more further details or if you want to book a call with me, I'm gonna be launching a website pretty soon where you can book, phone call sessions with myself. It could be anywhere from 30 minutes to 45 minutes. And you can ask me any kind of questions about dating, about fitness. Okay. These are my main 2 professions, which is fitness and dating. So if you have any questions regarding these 2 categories, you can book the call with me. I'm going to be launching the website on May 11th. Okay. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.